Hi, I'm Frances. I am celebrating 13 years sober today, and I'm very excited to be 13 years sober. I did start my recovery journey 20 years ago, so I do feel like I'm kind of celebrating 20 years in recovery, 13 years sober. Just reflecting on my story and what I've learned, and a little bit about my story. The thing about 20 years is your story does get longer and longer the longer that you're in recovery. But I came into recovery through a spiritual experience. And from there, there's just been so many lessons around spirituality and so much growth around having an open mind and willingness to grow and change and evolve as a person. So I'm very grateful for all the lessons and wisdom that I've learned over the last year of my recovery. I've really developed a strong sense of faith in myself that whatever happens in life that I can recover from it. I think in the last couple of years I've really struggled with a lot of burnout and grief and just really not understanding like where are we going? Why did this happen? You know, and a lot of shame in just not understanding myself. And through counseling and the adult children of alcoholic steps and my sponsor, 12-step recovery community, my friends and family, but mostly honestly my friends. My family still doesn't totally understand recovery, and that's okay. I do have one brother in recovery, and he and I get each other in a special way, and I'm grateful for that as well. But yeah, I'm just thinking about, the last year and all the different changes. And so one of the main changes that I've made in terms of a decision about my life is that I am releasing my certification as an addictions counselor, and I am moving into being a women's recovery coach. There are a lot of reasons for that decision. Um, but the main reason is that I just felt like that, excuse me, that title um, became a prison instead of feeling free. And it's just not what I want going forward. I want to be free. Recovery for me, and actually the meaning of my name, Francis, is freedom. And I don't like to feel like I'm not free to say what I want to say. I'm not free to be friends with people that I want to be friends with. And it's very confusing to be in the addiction recovery industry and also be a person in long-term recovery and go to meetings, because when you go to meetings, it's all about unity and, brotherhood slash sisterhood and equality. And then you go to work and you're not supposed to be friends or talk to people that are in recovery. You're not equal to them. And that just didn't sit right with me. And it's just not what I want. It's not how I want to live my life. It doesn't align with my values. So I've made the decision to release that. And, that was really hard because I worked as a single mother of three children. Um, my inheritance from my mother paid for part of my school, and I worked hard to earn that certification. And I think that's what I've learned overall throughout this last couple years, and especially this last year, is that I am not my title. I am not my achievements. I am not any accolades. I am not any of that stuff that I can do. I am Frances. I am a person in long-term recovery. I have a mental illness that I have to tend to on a daily basis. I struggle with addiction, and I'm never going to be fixed. I'm never going to not have those things and not have those struggles. They are a part of me as much as anything else is a part of me. And I want to embrace them. I want to love those parts of myself. I don't want to reject them and I don't want to hide them. I want to be free to share myself online, to share what I've learned, to not feel like I have this entity that's controlling me. I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to, I don't want a boss. So I also like obviously have, you know, um, obligations, responsibilities, as a person helping another person. And I'm not disqualifying that. I just really feel like for myself, I've experienced a lot of patriarchy and colonialism within systems that led to moral injury and burnout. And I never want to go back to that. So I'm very grateful that I have a path ahead of me where I am going to focus on writing books and sharing my story and creating YouTube videos that are not about me, as this one is, but are about what I've learned and, how I can help others with the information that I've learned about recovery from addiction. And recovery from addiction is not just about drugs and alcohol, it's about unresolved trauma. It's about all the behaviors and the substances that we use to cope and to escape. You know, right now I'm struggling with shopping. Like the struggle continues. It never goes away unless I have like what do they call that? Like a lobotomy. Even that wouldn't work. And doesn't. But like I'm me. I have to work with me and not against me and accept me and love myself unconditionally and really take really good care of myself, um, as I would anyone I love. And that's what I've learned over the last couple of years. And also I've learned the value of friendship, friends that stand by you no matter what, even when you lose your titles and you lose being useful to other people. I've always been a worker and I've always worked really hard to be useful. And what I've discovered is that I did that because I just didn't feel like I mattered or that I was worthy of being born. I think I was always trying to prove myself my whole life of being just worthy to be here. And I did that through work. And my journey now and my journey for the last couple of years has been to make my work my number one like mission in life, to love myself and take care of myself and to rest and also to work, but to work in a different way that doesn't exhaust me and that I truly feel happy, joyous, and free when I'm doing that. I heard someone say that today at the meeting that if you're happy, joyous, and free, that you're doing God's will. And if you're irritable, discontent, and I can't remember the other one, feel free to put it in the comments, then you're in your own will. And I really like that. And I just want to be me. Honestly, I don't want to be whatever title a professional is supposed to be. I just want to be myself. I don't want to spend my life pretending to be some better version of myself that people will like and approve of and accept and not leave. I I really want to love myself and let myself be myself. This is very cringe. I've had so much love in the last year from my recovery community. It's really amazing. I feel so grateful to be in recovery. I think we're the luckiest, as Laura McCowan says, and we can do hard things, like Glennon Doyle says. You know, I love recovery. I think we're the lucky ones. I really do, because this world is crazy. And I think recovery will like really grow over the next couple years because it's a safe place and we're all just supporting each other. And so I'm looking forward to the year ahead. I am excited. I get to submit a book proposal for the second book that I've been working on for the last 10 years of my life, off and on. And I get to submit that to Hay House, and I have a really good feeling about it. I have a really good feeling that it's time for me to succeed. It's time for me to experience success and to not screw it up, to stay grounded and stay in alignment with recovery and my spirit and my support and everything, to experience success in recovery, working a program of recovery in my life on a daily basis, not trying to get somewhere, just trying to be right where I am. I've had so much grief in my life. So much sadness, so much pain. And I want to be happy. I want to be happy. I want to be a happy girl. I want to be girly, you know? Feel like so many things I lost and I want to recover them. Like femininity, um, being like baking things. I baked strawberry rhubarb pie today for my recovery meeting. I baked four strawberry rhubarb pies with like lattices. So they were like pretty fancy. I brought ice cream. I remember when I was raising my children, the father of my children would tell me who I was. And I know he was a hurt person and I shouldn't have believed him or whatever, but it did land. People will tell you who you are and and who you're not. And I just never thought I was, you know, girly, feminine, and I want to recover that, my femininity, now that I'm not in survival mode all the time. Anyways, how are we going to end this video? Um, Maybe I said too much. Possibly. I probably should edit the part about anything professional, but I don't want to. I just want to tell the truth. I want to tell the truth and I want to be free. I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of worrying. I'm tired of pretending. I just want to be myself. I just want to be myself. And I want to connect with the people that, understand that people make mistakes and that life is all about learning and growth. And We're not here to be perfect. We're here to grow. And we got some weird, weird people in the world today. Some really weird people. Like this whole, I don't know, situation. Like it's weird. And I don't want to get political here, but for other people that are trying to cope with what's happening in the world, there is a solution. But you have to trade your ego for it. And that's the thing of addiction is addiction humbles you. And I'm grateful for all the struggles that I've had with addiction and with mental health because they've humbled me. And that humility has made me a better person. I'm a better person because I've struggled with addiction, because I've struggled with my mental health. I look forward to sharing more of that over the next year. And if you resonated with this video, or even if you just want to say like, thanks or good job or whatever, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Stop giving so much attention to all the noisy, weird people and start giving some attention to the people that just want to be honest and vulnerable and authentic. Because maybe if we all do that, then we can actually like change the energy in our world. We still need to hold those people accountable, but our energy needs to be focused on the good, the people that are trying to be good. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm not perfect. I'm not even close. But I'm always trying to be better. I will give myself that. And I'm just really grateful that I'm clean and sober, that I haven't smoked or used alcohol or drugs in 13 years. I'm really proud of myself. And that's available to everyone. The ability to be proud of yourself in your own life. And I wouldn't let anyone take that from me. And I hope you don't either. So I'll leave it there. And thank you.